The advantages of nofap are too numerous to ignore at least once in your life. Nofap is when you go monk mode by not sleeping with or pursuing women, but also when you eliminate masturbation and porn from your life. It's a new term for sexual transmutation, a practice used by powerful men throughout history to achieve incredible levels of power. The advantages of nofap, or sexual energy transmutation, are too incredible to overlook. You begin to accumulate power when you do not release your sexual energy through an orgasm. This will make you feel better and allow you to accomplish so much more. I'm not saying you should live this way forever. Learning how to be a player and having women in your life is a great way to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But there comes a time in a man's life when he needs to hold onto and transmute his sexual energy so he can reap other abilities. 1. No-FAP means wasted pursuing sex. One of the most obvious advantages of no-FAP is that you spend less time looking for sex. Duh, you're probably thinking. However, if you're a man with a normal to high sex drive, consider how much time you spend pursuing sex. Every Friday and Saturday evening, an hour or two per day spent scrolling through dating apps, trying to approach girls in public, and dealing with girls you meant to meet up with only to have them back out on you. You have to deal with nonsense even if you're a player and have girls sleeping with you. There is always nonsense, and if you're talking to new girls like a player, you'll undoubtedly encounter flakes and time wasters. Even sleeping with girls will take an hour to 3 or 4 hours out of your day. And if you have a girlfriend, you'll squander hours sleeping and cuddling with her that you could have spent more productively. It's insane how much time you waste on sex and the pursuit of sex, especially when you're young. This is an excellent time to keep your seed and manifest your desires. 2. More energy to work out. Working out should be a regular part of your routine. Every man needs to be in shape, whether he lifts weights for 30 minutes to 2 hours, runs, practices martial arts, or plays his favorite sport. One of the advantages of nofap is that you have a lot more energy to exercise. You'll be able to set new personal bests in the gym and perform at a higher level athletically. Sexual transmutation allows you to harness your sexual energy and transform it into more physical power. You will not tire as quickly. You'll have more of that killer instinct. The physical benefits of nofap, such as increased energy and motivation to lift weights, are just the beginning. 3. Competitive drive. It's in our nature as men to be competitive. We're the more abrasive of the sexes, and while we must learn to generate agreement in order to achieve our goals in life, we must also maintain our masculine energy. Men are competitive by nature. You can't be an alpha male if you've lost or don't have much of a competitive drive. Alphas must be capable of competing at the highest levels. One of the many advantages of nofap is an increase in competitive drive. When you've used up all of your sperm, you start to get antsy. You have a stronger desire to outperform other men, and it is this desire that will drive you to increase your sexual market value. Long periods of nofap will cause you to become active, increasing your value. And while game plus experience is important in the sexual realm, raw value is even more so. When you save your sexual energy, your competitive drive will grow exponentially. Your increased competitive drive will lead you to believe that nofap has increased motivation. In reality, you're allowing your killer instinct to develop. That being said, when it comes to dating, it's better to be cool and confident rather than antsy and desperate. However, nofap will allow you to use your energy to work hard in the gym and your drive to improve your game on the field. 4. Sexual transmutation to build your business. It is not for everyone to start a business. It takes a lot of effort to start a business. You may be able to work normal hours once you build it up, but it will take 2-5 years of insane grinding to get there. One of the most important advantages of nofap is the motivation it provides to build your business. It's incredible how much more energy you'll have once you stop having orgasms all of the time. You'll be able to transmute this sexual energy and direct it toward your goal. You should base your business on something you enjoy doing, which is why it is your purpose. However, even if you enjoy what you do, it will be difficult to work after a long day of wage slavery. You need all the extra energy you can get. And, as you may know, more energy and motivation are additional advantages of nofap. We call it sexual transmutation when you channel your sexual energy and desire into something bigger. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill discusses this. This has also been taught in other ancient works and by other teachers. What is sexual energy? Understanding sexual energy is easy when you realize that it's just life energy. Sexual energy transfer happens when you can take the energy you have for sex and combine that with the focus for a purpose in life. In the modern age, you can use sexual transmutation to push past hardships and grow your business. 5. More money. More money equals more problems. That is only true for celebrities. More money actually means fewer issues. Money is synonymous with liberty. That is why I advise you to start building wealth in your 20s. Then you can work on becoming wealthy. It's not so you can afford expensive sports cars or large mortgages. I want you to be wealthy so that you will never have a boss again. I want you to be able to live your life on your own terms. That way, you can do whatever you want without having to submit to other men for the next 50 years. One of the less obvious benefits of No-FAP is more money, because you don't naturally believe that abstaining from sex, masturbation, or pursuing women will make you richer. However, it will do so in 2 ways. 1. Saving money by spending less money on women. 2. Working on a side business that will provide you with long-term wealth. When you have a lot of money, money isn't everything. When you're broke, however, money is everything. Practice sexual transmutation and see how much money you can save. 6. Cultivating your power. It is all about cultivating your power when it comes to sexual transmutation. You release your energy into a woman when you have sex. You're giving her your most powerful weapon, your seed. You're temporarily ceding control. After that, a masculine man will be able to pull back and keep you coming back for more. A weak man will do the inverse. You can cultivate your power in either case by not spilling your seed. You lose power when you engage in physical sex or masturbation. It builds up again, but going through this process drains you constantly. One of the most important advantages of No-FAP is the ability to cultivate your power. Knowing how to transmute your energy is nothing more than avoiding orgasm. You keep your energy in rather than releasing it. And if you're aware of it, you can channel it into different directions. Sexual energy will transfer to other areas of focus for a man who practices No-FAP and does not orgasm at all. He'll have learned how to transmute energy if he can force himself to work on his business. 7. Taking pussy of the pedestal. Many men all over the world place the pussy on a pedestal. They exalt women. They're starved for sex. And one of the main reasons for this is that they are constantly draining their seed to images of women, whether it's porn or imagining girls in their lives. However, this is far superior to porn. However, one of the most significant advantages of No-FAP is that it causes you to take a step back from all of this sexual focus. While you'll have an insane amount of sexual energy, you won't be chasing your next nut. You'll be constructing your company, your body, and ultimately, your worth. Your masculine energy will soar. By taking back control of your time, you'll be able to take women off the big pedestal you put them on, which in turn will cause more girls to check you out and want to be with you. 8. Appreciation for beauty. While one of the primary benefits of No-FAP is that you recognize your own worth and remove women from pedestals, you can also appreciate beautiful women when you see them. You are still aware of what you bring to the table. In fact, you develop to bring even more to the table. A man who practices sexual transmutation, on the other hand, can appreciate beauty while not being a slave to it. I always strongly advise people not to watch porn. Even if you aren't doing No-FAP and are having sex/masturbating, I always tell you to stop watching it. Nonetheless, practicing No-FAP is one of the few times in a man's life when he stops watching porn, because porn causes men to become numb to hot bodies on a screen while simultaneously elevating women. As a result, one of the primary advantages of No-FAP is an appreciation for beauty. When you stop watching porn, you remove sexual pleasure from the top of your priority list. Every day, you stop showing your brain images of naked girls. As a result, your brain becomes desensitized to seeing pretty girls in your life. If you're a virgin or a man with little sexual experience, you'll appreciate beauty but won't reap the full benefits, because you'll still glorify attractive women. Men who have more sexual conquest will be able to appreciate beauty without overvaluing it, especially if you're also working on increasing your own worth. 9. Easier to wake up early and attack the day. It's incredible how much more you can accomplish when you get up at 5 or 6 a.m. Every single one of you should be getting up early, particularly if you're still in the workforce. This will allow you to exercise in the morning and work on your side business before wage slavery begins at 8 or 9 a.m. You can wake up much more easily after you've transmuted your sexual energy. Getting up at 5 a.m. still requires some willpower, but you need every advantage you can get to force yourself up. And the added benefit of no-FAP cannot be overstated. You run your life as if it were a business. You need a pimp mentality to plan your day, and a warrior work ethic to execute it. The ability to wake up early and have energy to do things are two major advantages of no-FAP. Don't let yourself fall behind by sleeping in. You'll spend the entire day catching up. Begin your day by getting out of bed early. This is much easier to do when you are actively transmuting sexually and not draining yourself. 10. Ability to appreciate art. Your sexual energy enables you to appreciate art's beauty. Although this is typically a feminine trait, art is important in every man's life. Paintings and drawings are examples of art, but they are not required. It could be the way you fight, dance, walk, speak, mentor, or stare at the mountains. Being able to become an artist by expanding your perspective will allow you to live life to the fullest. Most of us are consumed by the desire to compete, become wealthy, and sleep with the most beautiful women possible. While sexual transmutation will eventually help with all of those issues, it also adds additional layers. It allows us to see details as well as the matrix. 11. No-FAP means less stress over bullshit. One of the best benefits of no-FAP is less stress over nonsense. Having all of this sexual power will allow you to confront problems head-on. You will not be bothered by trivial matters. You'll face them head-on, or you'll realize you can't change them and move on. Sexual transmutation not only provides us with more energy, it enables us to go all out on the things we want to attack, and it allows us to say fuck it to things we don't want to waste our time on. 12. Growing your emotional intelligence. We can all benefit from increased emotional intelligence. And no, emotional intelligence does not imply being a beta male who buys into the female narrative that men must be weaker. Instead, emotional intelligence is about understanding your own emotions, how to control them, when to use them, and when to withhold them. It is also the ability to recognize your emotions and use them when they are advantageous or switch them when they are detrimental to you. This has a more Machiavellian and feminine energy. Even the most powerful men in history recognized the importance of developing emotional intelligence. This gave them the ability to not only master themselves, but also to know their enemies and allies in order to gain an advantage. Developing your emotional intelligence will help you in the real world. Keep you from developing one it is. Maintain your position as the relationship's leader. Assist you in sensing vibes and knowing when to flirt with women. Give you the insight to gain power over your boss and coworkers. Keep you from losing your job while you build your freedom fund. And provide you with the knowledge you need to win clients. Among many other things. There are many benefits of no-FAP, but growing your emotional intelligence and ability to feel situations is one of the most underrated. It will grow your gut instinct, channeling your inner manhood. Your natural extra energy will drive you to action when you practice no-FAP. Your default state will drive you to strive for greatness. Transmuting one's gender identity will feel like a superpower, except it isn't. Due to a lack of alternatives, the majority of men throughout history practiced this. They didn't have time to waste masturbating or chasing a bunch of women. To survive, they had to hunt and fight other men. As a reward for their efforts, they could have sex with women on occasion. I'm not saying we should go back to those times. Now is a much better time to be alive. And I also love having a dating life that only an ancient king could have. We are spoiled with our options today. But it's clear that the benefits of no-FAP are too great to ignore. Use sexual transmutation for a period just to see the incredible boost it can give to your energy levels and success in life if you took an action today. Watching this video, then hit the like and subscribe button. And I will be bringing you videos like this every day. Keep hustling.